Good afternoon, traders. It is Tuesday, May 25th, 2021, and the U.S. stock market is closed. Hey, we actually had a good day today. In fact, yeah, I think this is the only good day we've had in all of May, if you can believe it. And it's certainly the best day we've had in May. Nothing spectacular compared to what we used to do, but it still was pretty solid today. I'll be showing you the Dow here. I'll talk about that first. I've been talking about a dead cat bounce. Well, it's not a dead cat bounce. I'm showing the whole chart here from this high over here, and then we had this big sell-off, and I said, well, this was the start of a dead cat bounce here. Well, it might have been, but this thing is, you wouldn't have a dead cat bounce that actually today, right on the open, took out the high of this big move before that, from which we had the sell-off. So yeah, this isn't a dead cat bounce, but it still looks to me like it's hooking around and headed for another plunge. So let's just call it Bob Moran's Bob Moran's cat plunge. Uh, it doesn't look real good to me as far as the Dow. Anyway, officially the Dow finished down 82 points, and that's certainly not a sell-off. I wouldn't consider a big sell-off until it takes out this low. But, who knows? Anyway, regardless of what the Dow was doing, we had a pretty good day. We had, what do we have? We have about 12 positions coming into today. We're positive $4,000 yesterday on the close, and we closed those out today with positive over 11,000. So that's pretty good. I will say, however, the whack-a-mole guys were out in force. Very briefly this morning, that equity touched over 20,000, and they crushed it. And I will show you one of those stocks they really jumped on. But regardless, we got out with $11,000 in profit. We got into 8 new positions, 2 positive, 6 negative, but we're still holding positive 22,000 going into tomorrow. And as I said before, the Dow officially down 82. Now, I'm going to give you a little glimmer of hope here. I am beta testing the June portfolio this week. So this was the second day I was doing real-time trading with the June portfolio, and the June portfolio did quite a bit better than the May portfolio. So hopefully, you can't say too much about when just one day, but hopefully we're going to see a much better month in June. I sure hope so, because it can't get any worse than it has in May. I mean, it's just been a bloodbath all month. So I'm real pleased. I'm pleased to see that the May portfolio made money today, but I'm even more pleased to see the June portfolio did quite a bit better. Okay, I'm going to show you 2 of the stocks that we trade today, and this first one is a good illustration of the whack-a-mole guys. This is STEM Incorporated. That's an energy stock. And back, let's see, this was Friday. We, exited this with a little profit. Then we got re-entered, and the re-entry didn't go anywhere on Friday. But yesterday, on Monday, this thing gapped way up. That kept us in the trade, and it even went higher for the close. This morning, stem gaps way up here, right up there. And we were up $8,000 on this trade, on right on the open there. But the whack-a-mole guys came in here and pushed this thing down, so we ended up exiting it on the low bar of the day, and we got out of that with $3.8 thousand. Well, $3,800 is good, but it's quite a drop from 8 grand. And that is a result of them just pushing this down. Okay, maybe I could be happy with that, but look here what happened. As I say, we were sold out on the low bar of the day. It turns around, it takes off and takes off and takes off, and we get re-entered on the last bar of the day today. So we're back in it with no profits, and where we got back in was where we should have gotten out this morning. That actually is a couple ticks higher than this open this morning when we were at $8,000. And yet for all this time, from our exit on the low bar of the day to where we were re-entered on the last bar of the day, we weren't making any money on this at all. So we'll just have to see. Not very happy. I mean, it's hard to get too happy about that trade, even though we made pretty good money on it. This next one is, this is interesting. This is Gamestop. And I say this is the anti-establishment stock. And it's been good. It's been really good to us. We had a position from yesterday. We exited this morning with 0 profits, no loss, just basically a break-even trade. But it kept going here. We get re-entered here. And then this thing, after leveling off for a couple, 3 hours, it just exploded, pulled back just a little, but not too much, and we're carrying $6,000 plus in GameStop. So this is really good, okay? The other anti-establishment stock is AMC, and that is in the June portfolio. And that did very similar move today. So GameStop's in the June portfolio, and so is AMC. So I'm hopeful that we'll see some really good trades next month in both of those stocks. Anyway, that's the way it went. Good to see something good happen. Trader Bob is signing off, and I'll see you tomorrow on Wednesday.